car. So I filled that boy up with books, jumped in the car, and all of a sudden, the car at right my front wheel, whatever it did, it took me off the highway. I didn't get hurt then. I got hurt when I stepped in that big hole. It was dark, still dark, or darkish. That big hole, 6 foot deep. You know, the grass that grew over that boy. When I hit the bottom, I said, that's it. That boy is broke. Anyway, this stuff happens all day, all the time. If I'm up there on 8th Street, here come the police with dogs sniffing all around because they don't know. The little house used to be next door that we had to iron in. They didn't know what we did there. So they thought we hid something there. So here come the marshals with the dogs sniffing all in there. What y'all doing? We looking for somebody to run away from Lawton. I said, y'all must be. Anyway, I'm trying to tell you, this is stuff, it's constant. But we have evolved to being able to manipulate that. You know, there's a little confession I want to make to everybody. Not Catholics, of course. But do y'all know what Trekkies are?
Trekkies.
Trekkies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, technically I'm a Trekkie. No, in 69 and all, in 70, my TV, I had a big office in my office. Every day at 4 o'clock, I watched Star Trek. I watched Star Trek. I don't know why I watched it, but I liked it. Have you ever heard of Future Shock? The book called Future Shock. It's an old book, Alvin Toffler. I would say 1970 or 71. Yeah, Future Shock. I read all those books. And I also have always thought in, well, you can see we think about what we're doing, but other worlds beyond the one we're living in, and possibilities. So, it's not abnormal for me as a personality to look above and beyond all this stuff that we have here. And also to see it differently. This historical present that we're living in. Okay, so I'll try to wrap it up. Number one, we control how we fight, when we fight, and where we fight. And I have big, 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 no nigger, never killing. That means we never killed a nigger in our life. Never. Never even beat one up. Now I know that's hard with all the big gang and all that stuff. You would think that we were like other dogs. We wasn't like that. Now my team was, but as I was saying a couple of years, I said, you know, we never even beat nobody. He said, yeah, but we was ready. I said, yeah, but what's the necessity? The thing is, you make it possible for everybody to get rich. That's the thing they don't like. And this second thing is, no killing other niggas. We've proved that. We proved that through decades of fitna, things that we never fell for any one of these. We didn't say it then, but we knew these so-called attacks from on the hill and all around here was the government trying to get us to fight niggas. As soon as we start fighting the niggas, they can do anything they want because we fighting the niggas. That's why we never, and the people that was ready to fight in here in the Masjid, fixing their gun, here they at now. Nobody that was barking up the fight war tree is here? Nobody. But they were all ready to put their lives on the line for those things. We thank Allah. Look, if you're not halfway honest and sincere, I don't think nobody would make it even close to this far. I don't think it's possible. Because they had an old saying, there's too many ways to be a fool, to duck them all. That means there's too many tricks up the white man's sleeve. That if you got any corruption in you, the white man has tazkiyah bil nafs for you. Purifies you. That's what he do, all of this. It purifies you. Look at here, you want to be squeaky clean? Challenge the system. You gonna be squeaky clean or dead? That's the rule. You're gonna be squeaky clean. He's gonna clean you up now. Don't you worry about that. Or he's gonna set you up to finish you off. And literally anything you do, this thing about when the Quran mentions those people with sabr and endurance and all of that, that's true. Without patience, constancy, you'll never make it. Let me see, what kind of Negroes are they? Well, the people will ask about the Negroes. We don't have to bother with I told Khadijah and Mukhtar when they started this, I said, it was in the Masjid, I said, have a seat up here. I said, now just listen to me. When all this is over, I'm going to help y'all. You know, helping you good. I said, I'm still going to help you. Don't make no difference what you want. I'm going to help you. I said, because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing, and the people know what you're bait. And not very bright bait. You know, bait ain't known for having sense. And what we say every week, I said bait. There's no good end for bait. Bait. You either kill the bait when you put that squeezing the worm or whatever on the hook, right? It's gonna die. I said, if it's another fish or mackerel or something, and they put it on it, they gonna kill it when they put it on the hook. I said, so there's no good outcome for bait. I said, y'all are bait. Both of y'all is bait. You just bait. But you're human bait, it might be a shot for you. I said, if it had anything to do with me, I said, I'm gonna help you. That's what I told them. 2000, end of 2013, maybe the beginning of 14. That's what I told them. That's 5 or 6 years ago. So, that's what I meant. And we're not going to talk about them a whole lot, because we have to think about the possibilities that we have. And some white man said on a thing yesterday that people spend 46% of their time thinking about the past or in the future, things that they can't do nothing about. You know, and all of us think about some of the things that happen, but we look at it as lessons learned. Lessons learned from the past, we project it into the future. If we've learned this, that's the difference between 46%. If we learn, we're using what we have acquired. Inshallah. Okay. Conscious decision. So a lot of this comes from unconscious consciousness. When we started out in the beginning, after coming back from California and we fixed the flyers and everything, And we started putting the flyers out. We said we need another flyer to say help, and we need this flyer we're going to put on the boxes. And all of a sudden, we looked at the boxes and we never used the boxes. Then the flyers would help on it. We never used them. We might have had them out one time. Finished. All the other stuff related to that, we closed up. The pictures, bop, bop, bop. I'll leave the one down there for a little while longer. But other than that, we'll put the ones we got, we'll put left over, we'll put them away. The CDs we got on folders, we'll put them away for a while. You're not gonna get old. Why? Because this is a different time. Subconscious consciousness says, and that takes time. You can't just do it overnight. You know, certain things is easing up. It's just simple. If you show the immigrants all them pictures, and they're true pictures, and it says that the police do this and they do what they want to you who's a citizen, what do you think they're gonna do? Right? Think about it. This is ridiculous.
How can they, I mean, of course they see it happening to you, but now it's being played on TV that they see with the dude with Julian Assange.
Okay.
That it doesn't matter either.
No, it doesn't matter. But see, here's the thing. Julian Assange is a white boy, and they gonna say Julian Assange is not necessarily a Muslim. Everything Julian Assange said was right. Everything that Chelsea, whatever the guy, isn't he in jail now? I watched him shoot from the helicopter, kill all them people.
Right.
Everything that, it's not only that. Do you know there's billions and must be, you can't go through all of that stuff, but none of it have been proved wrong.
Right.
None of it have been proved wrong. You know, that's good because it shows the white folks being oppressed and you got no way out. Truth has no bearing on anything, and everything will be manipulated and fixed and swayed and Don calls Netanyahu. Okay, so who controls the American government? Netanyahu. See, all of that's clear. Netanyahu and the Saudis, remember all that? How long did we say all of that stuff? We said it till our mouth was turning white. I'm telling you. All of it, this happens in history all the time. All of a sudden, click, it clicks and everything is clear. That, we don't know whether it's next week, next month, or next year. But this thing is close. It's gonna click, and when it clicks, that last number in the combination, remember it's like a combination. They got this over here, Assange over there, Chelsea Manning over there. They got the border being all screwed up. With the U.S. is the one, they cut off all the help to the people, and then they can't have, how they gonna solve any problems? They kill all the early, like here, they kill the leaders, they kill them down there too. Except they kill them more ruthless down there. Or they got somebody in the army to kill you, or they got somebody in the Navy to kill you, or they got a rival to kill you, right? They got that going on all over the world. Just like colonialism and civil rights click all at one time, it's going to click this time. It's something that you can depend on. It's going to click, and when it clicks, everything opens up. You say, oh, that's what it was. In the meantime, that's where sabr comes in. That's where real long-range patience and endurance and stickability and tenacity, all of that come in, because you don't know when it's going to happen. But you get the reward whether it happened in your time or in a future time. If Allah tell that to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what about me and you? Whether we show you all of this in your lifetime or we postpone it, this is it right here. You see what I mean? So, and everybody can see that Ecuador had a good president, a revolutionary president, a leftist. And he's not there anymore. How did he get not there? How did the past president of Brazil, the president of this, the latest president of Brazil, how did they all get charged? And you remember that it was a cutie pie woman that was down there in Brazil, all rah, 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 bam! She pops up dead, you see? And then Donald Trump Jr. is now the dictator of Brazil. What's the name? Is that they got 2 or 3 other countries where there's dictators. They're trying to get rid of Maduro and Venezuela. All of that will click. And it's the same way. At one time, it would all become clear to everyone. Okay. So what we have to do is persevere and maintain an attitude